can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I get back up. Back up, gotta call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. One up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon'
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Let's go, folks.
Ready, 180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Go. Go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Buchanan. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill.
from the 38. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they're decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ready? 182. 52's the mic. Defense wins championships, babe. 8.
Play action. It's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 1, 8. Shit.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it's Bird on a return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Obama.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got super. We got 4 down.
My gate. Oh, yeah. And
Go, 12, let's go.
here we go again. Kill.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Check. 20. No.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to... Pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, check. 59. Come on, baby.
Newton to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Newton now to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
Newton.
Check.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Hey! Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Shell. 61, matchbox lights. Maverick. Hey, wahoo! 50,
After the interception, here's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Silver.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Tonight, like 20, Super 66. Get ready.
Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Come on, 180.
Rabbit.
To throw is Goff. And his pass incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next is for Rams 14, Panthers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike 52.
Throwing is Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's the backup Greer. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To the set. 180. 59. Here we go. Quick edge. Go. Gun. Check. 36. Showing it. 8.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, you got deep?
From the 50, Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
52. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed, Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Great. Under 10, 10. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And that is incomplete here. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, No, check that. We want Mike 52.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Goff now to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I mean, it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Tonight, 120.
Record. Hey, switch gears. Check.
Super one. Hold on. Check. Turbo, set.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to take it across. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Mike 50.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Turbo, set.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Squeeze, double.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12.
56. Mike, 50. Right there. 56.
Here we go. Chester.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
I got him. On me. Mike 8. Not here. Mike 8. Orange.
Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Check the backer.
Greystone travel. Super 1. Hey, Foxtrot.
The mic.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, D. Hey,
Recon, 132 fighter.
17.
Go.
Mike 50.
Goff on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Value 1.
General West.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
In your face.
Back, back, back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Ready?
52. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Ready?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Get it all. Rest.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Newton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They run. It's Gurley. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tom Gurley. 50 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Watch left. Pick me up. Here we go.
Newton on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Bird to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the... offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Get out the field, defense.
Henderson will try to run for the 1st.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. White.
Hey, exit.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jam.
Hey, color.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Protein spill.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Second down, it's Henderson. Dontari Poe in on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
80 weapon.
Fitzpatrick. They got him in. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey. Sponge. No.
Again, it's Henderson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 7-yard line. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
Fitzpatrick on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly